Hi everyone, my name is Helena and I am the brand new barre instructor on the MadFit app. So today we'd like to give you just a little sneaky peek into one of the barre classes from the brand new 14-day BARRE Foundations Challenge. All you need is a resistance band and also a chair. Let's go. Hello MadFit family, welcome, come on in. Welcome to your BARRE Foundations Challenge. My name is Helena and I am so excited to be here with you today as your brand new barre instructor. Get ready to work your muscles in a way they have never been worked before. We are building total body strength, we are improving your coordination, and we are really starting to focus on that connection between working your muscles hard but also connecting to that mind and body element as well. So a few props you need today for this full body session: a chair or something that you can hold on to, a set of light weights. I have my 1.5 kgs, and option to use your MadFit loopy resistance band a little later on. So without further ado, let's get started with your feet out wider than your hips. Drop your arms down by your side and just start to roll your shoulders up, back and down. Nice little bend down through those knees, opening out through your chest, nice and simple. Bring your hands onto your shoulders and let's start to circle your elbows up, back and down. Breathing in, breathing out. Together, let's go full arm circle. Swooping your arms all the way up, back and down. We go for 3. And let's go for 2. In 1, lift your arms up high to the sky, walk your feet underneath you, and think about hugging your tailbone into a neutral spine. Your tailbone points downwards. Think about hugging your ribs together, belly button hugging into your spine, and now getting a little taller in your arms and your spine. Let's start to lift one leg up and the other leg up into a little march action. Lift and lift. So your leg lifts here. Designed to get your heart pumping around the body, designed to strengthen into the front of the hip flexors, and really starting to engage down into your pelvic floor and the lower abdomen there as well. Reaching up high to the sky, we are ready for the first ever session of the BARRE Foundations program, yes? Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, that is 1 team. Open your feet out wider than your hips. Bring your palms into a prayer. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. And as you squat back, feel the weight push back into your heels. Inhale, exhale, stand tall, release your grip. Inhale, push down. Exhale, stand up tall. Nice open chest. Inhale, and then exhale. Beautiful, you've got it. Think about really hinging through the pelvis every time you go down. So it's not just a bend of the legs. Feeling that connection to your abdominals already as you hug your belly button up and in towards your spine. Here we go, 1 drop, 1 lift, 1 drop, 1 lift. We've got 4 more together. How are those thighs feeling? Let's do 2 more. Now drop down and hold this position. You've got a tiny little micro pulse in your thighs. So when talking about the barre method, guys, you are gonna get so accustomed to these small little pulses. The real theme is working small most of the time. Isometric contraction, we call it, so that we really start to build these muscular contractions in the body until the muscles are burning. They might even get a little bit shaky. All of those things are so normal in barre. Little tiny pulse and pulse. Let's keep it going, just down and down. As you start to lift your left heel up and down, left heel up and down. Every time the heel comes off the floor, think about really keeping the weight centered through the center of the foot, so you're not rolling your ankle outwards. Right knee tracing over the center of the foot. 1 up, 1 down. I'm looking for 4. Let's go 3. Good, let's go 2. In 1, lower the heel down. Exhale, stand tall, release your grip. Inhale, full squat down. We take it up, we take it down. Here we go. For 4. We ready for that second side? In 3, tuck your tailbone, squeeze 2. Now come on down with me and take it into your little pulse and pulse. Here we go, right away, lift your right heel up, right heel down. 1 rise, 1 lower. And keep that little pulse going in your lower body with me. Maybe gaze is down to the ground. You can feel that beautiful elongation in the back of the neck there. And your abdominals are cinching in tight for 4. Lifting and lower, we go 3. Let's go 2 more times together. Now in one, lower the heels, drop another inch, and alternate your heels. Lift your left heel, right heel, right heel. How about adding that little pulse through the legs? Woo, 8 seconds, we go 7, 6, welcome to your bar class, guys. You've got 4, 3, 2, have a little shake through the legs in 1. How is that? How are you feeling? Grab hold of your light weights for me, and let's introduce your wide second position today. So let's just chill out, arms by your side. Open your feet out really, really wide. Now, use the natural rotation within the hips to turn your toes out. If you're struggling to balance, that's normally a sign you've gone a bit too far with your feet. So I'd say 45 degrees approximately to be on the safe side. Now bring your palms towards your chest, elbows wide, and think about rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, send your knees over your toes, and imagine your spine is gliding down a vertical wall. Exhale, stand up tall and squeeze your glutes. Inhale, knees over toes. Exhale. Good, so when we were doing those small pulses in that squat position, I mentioned the word isometric. However, now we are in our second, we are looking much more eccentric, which is where we really use the length of the muscle going down and up. So good. If at any point it feels too much with the hand weights, you get rid of the hand weights. If you're coming with me, drop down, open your elbows in line with the shoulders, 90 degrees, stand up and close your elbows. That's it. So starting to build a little bit of a coordination here, working into the shoulders, the rotator cuffs and the pectoral muscles. Good. First bar session, we take it slow. We are just getting accustomed to this new way of working. Let's go 3 more times together. Good. Hello, shoulders. Let's do 2 more times. Great job. Now on that next round, come on down and hold that position with me. Your hands go little fist pump. Your knees push back, activate your thighs and your glutes, and start to take a little pulse down into your thighs. Whew. Little fist pump and pulse. I'm definitely feeling the heat. Are you feeling it with me? Little pulse and pulse. We go 4, 3, drop another inch in 1 and shoot your hands over your head. Breathe in. Exhale, stand up tall and pull your elbows towards your waist. Inhale, arms up as you glide down. Exhale, pull towards your waist. Now feel the knees over your toes as you work. For 3, feeling strong in the back. Let's go 2. On your final round, meet me back in your second. Arms are at 90 degrees. Take a little fist pump through your hands, really small, really isometric. Now add that little pulse through your thighs. If this is enough of a challenge here today, you keep working right where you are. If you want to go a little further into it, let's lift your heels off of the ground. 8 pulse, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you are out, guys. Have a little shake out for me. Go ahead, pop the weights down to one side, and let's meet on your hands and on your knees. So hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. I hope you're feeling pretty warm. Inhale, drop your tummy down to the ground. Lift your head, lift your sacrum for cat-cow. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest, tailbone under. Your inhale sees you open up through your chest. And your exhale sees you round your spine. All right, let's do one more time. Inhale. Good, and exhale. Meeting me in what we call neutral spine now. So your hands directly under shoulders, your forehead is parallel to the floor, and your spine is naturally elongating all the way to the back of your sacrum. Feel your belly button hug up towards your spine and tuck your toes into the ground. On the exhale, lift your knees off the floor 2 inches. Inhale, drop your knees back down to the earth. Exhale, lift your knees up 2 inches. Inhale as you lower on back down. Good, so take this at your own pace now as we lift and lower the knees. Keeping your spine in that beautiful long shape. keeping your shoulders over the top of the wrists. Nice. Of course, guys, this is a new way of working. Your bar workouts are designed to challenge every single muscle in your body. If at any point you need a breather, as always, you give yourself that breather, then you come back in when you're ready. You are gonna get so much stronger in the next 14 days. Trust me, you're gonna be hooked. Let's do 4. Exhale as we lift, we go 3. I'm with you guys, let's do 2. Now in 1, lift your knees off the floor and close your eyes. Breathe, you've got it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You are out in 4, 3, 2, and drop your knees. Find a child's pose. Reach your arms forward and send your hips back. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice and gently, let's make your way into your downward facing dog. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, hips back. For your downward facing dog. Rising up to your tippy toes, look forward to your hands, and let's walk to the back of your wrists with nice soft knees. When you get there, drop your head down and slowly come on up to your standing position. Feeling nice and warm, ready to grab hold of your chair or whatever it is that you are using as your support today. So let's place one hand on the support, I don't mind what one, and walk your feet underneath your pelvis. So when we say hip distance apart, I want you to feel where your hip bones are. Your legs are directly under that place and your feet are dialing forward in a parallel. So we're really tracking all of our bones. One hand holding on, other hand on your hip. Neutral spine, tailbone down. Bend your knees over your toes with me. Now lift your heels off of the floor, all the way up to your tippy toes. All right, so feeling that beautiful parallel hip distance apart. Abdominals, knit your rib cage together, and then same terminology as your second, slide down the imaginary wall, right? So you feel really vertical, your head is on top of your pubic bone. Yeah, we know those legs are working away. Let's take a little tiny drop and hold. Let's take a little drop and freeze. All right, guys, so it was only a matter of time before I wanted to talk about that mind to body connection. Right, this is so important when you decide to move your body. Whether you're doing your bar foundations with me or any other session, let's just take a moment to think about, right, how do I want to feel? Where do I see myself? How do I want to feel during this session, but also after the session? These are the questions we're asking ourselves, little tiny drop and hold. Nice, so we're really getting the hang of these pulses now. How about lifting those heels up a little bit higher? Now start to pick up the pace. Drop and drop. Teeny tiny little pulses. Roll your shoulder blades back and down, little drop, little drop. So we will be working through the full bar repertoire. But today I've really chosen some absolute fundamentals for you just to start to get used to it. That burning feeling you're feeling right now is all part of the bar burn, I'm afraid. I feel it with you. You've got 4 to the change. 3, 2, now in 1, give me a little tuck and release. Little hip thrust and release. Keeping those heels off of the ground. Weight is centered over the middle of your feet. Now start to pick up the pace. Just tuck, just tuck. Shoulders away from your ears, maybe even cracking a little smile through the burn. I'm with you. Let's go under and under. Can you feel the squeeze of the glutes? Can you feel your pelvic floor lifting up and in? Just tuck and tuck. You've got 1 tuck, you've got 1 drop. Tuck, drop, tuck, down. It's under and pulse. So quite often in classes, I will be giving you what we call a combination. This is an example of a combination where we do 1 of each of what you've previously done. So we go 1 tuck, 1 drop, 4 counts. You've got 3, head in the game, we've got 2. Now in 1, drop down and hold. Bring the hand on the hip, over the top of your head, look forward. If you've got your balance today, lift the other hand over your head as well. Hug your belly button to your spine, lift your heels up and slide down with me 2 more inches. You've got 8 seconds to feel that shake. Are your legs shaking with me? In 6, 5, drop down, 4, heels up, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out your legs. Team, that was your vertical parallel. You smashed it. Let's pop the chair out of your way and let's make our way down onto your hands, onto your knees. Splay your fingertips under your shoulders. What I mean by splay is, you know, jazz hands. Make them really wide under your shoulders, knees under hips. You can tell I'm a former dancer, right? Let's tuck your tailbone under. So in case you missed that, watch my tailbone scoop under, hold that position. Bring your right heel to the sky, flex your right foot in a parallel. Now, have you still held on to that tuck? Super important. Bring the heel nice and tight to the back of the bottom and take a little teeny stamp with the right heel. We go up, we go hold. Lift and hold. Up and freeze. Yes, so lots of moments of stillness here. Little lift, hold. A little lift, freeze. Now, one of the most helpful tips I was told years ago was to use the floor. All right, so back when I was practicing yoga, my teacher said to me, if you sort of sink into your joints, you will feel so heavy and lethargic. So you need to push down into your fingers, push up between your scapula, which is your shoulder blades, and hug your abdomen up and in towards the spine. The more you push down, the lighter you feel. Tiny stamp and hold. So we know that the shake is normal. We all felt that shake, well, hopefully you did, on the previous exercise. We're looking for a shake again, all right, particularly in that right butt cheek. Maybe you can feel the back of your hamstring, the back of your thigh. Now start to pick up your tempo and just stampy stamp. Just take it up and up. So guys, in your BARRE method where we're not using heavy weights, mostly body weight, we talk high reps, high repetitions, so we can really rebuild that muscle a little bit stronger. If you want to challenge yourself today, bring your left hand onto your lower back now and distribute your weight between your right hand and your left shin. If that's too much, you can always keep your hand on the floor. That's 4, 3, 2, inhale, point your right foot and glide your right knee down on the inhale. On the exhale, flex your heel and push it back to the sky. Inhale, point your toes, lower it down. Exhale, glide it back up to the sky. Breathing in, exhale, stabilize your lower back. So you really feel that constrictive feeling in the spine. So you're not giving me a massive arch through the back, which feels so awful. Let's keep the tailbone underneath your body. Let's do 3 more times. Let's do 2 more times. Feeling those shoulders, yes. Let's do 1 more round. Now drive your heel up to the sky and just micro pulse. If you can, I want you to reach your left hand in front of your head. If it's too much, do not worry about it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover in 1. Let's drop down to your left hip for me. If you are using your MadFit resistance band, grab that now. I have gone for the lighter resistance because let's face it, we're feeling our bump already. If you're using the band, take it around your thighs. But guys, this is optional. If you don't have it, you don't want to use it, totally fine. Meet me on your left elbow and your left forearm. So you should have the right thigh on top. Your knees are on the diagonal and your feet are in line with the bottom. Bring the right hand on your hip and roll your right hip forward so you feel nice and stacked with your pelvis. With pointed toes, elevate your feet off of the ground and just take a little moment to hug your belly button back and in towards your spine. With all of the resistance in the world, we open your right knee out for a clamshell and then we drive it back down to the ground. Exhale and inhale. Good, so particularly if you are choosing to work with a band today, I need you to control the band. The band doesn't control you. You're in charge, you're in the driver's seat. Exhale, and then inhale. Notice, if we take the same theme from the last one where I said push away from the ground, notice that happening in the bottom arm. Lift out of your left shoulder and lift your bottom side of your waist away from the floor so you're not sinking so much. Yes, this is a full body experience. You'll be feeling those muscles for a few days. Let's start to pick up the tempo. Just lifting and lowering the right thigh. Can you feel that real squeeze? Maybe you can feel your bottom glute as well, which is absolutely working hard at stabilizing you here. Really toning and sculpting into the top diagonal part of the glute, your waist, and your outer thigh for 4. Work that band if you've got it. Let's do 2 more. Now open your thigh out and just wrap it back and hold. Push your thigh back and hold. Let's find that moment of stillness. We know I love a bit of a hold. It's back and hold. Yes, guys. So I wanted just to introduce you, somewhat throw you into the deep end with a full body session. And then the classes following this, we're really going to break down every single part of the class in more depth. And I'm also going to start to show you more of the repertoire you can start to expect. So let's start to pick up the pace now and just wrap and wrap. You've got 4, 3, lower your right knee in 1. Here we go. 1 drop, 1 lift. 1 drop, 1 lift. That repetition, oh, we feel it. 4 more times. We go 4. Let's go 3. Let's go 2. Now in 1, hold the lift, hold the contraction. Drop your bottom foot to stabilize you and extend your right leg on the right diagonal plane. Curl your foot towards your bottom. Exhale, extend your leg. Inhale, curl it back in. You've got 3 more times. I know, let's do 2 more times. You've got it, guys. On your last one, extend your leg on the diagonal, flex your foot and invert your knee to a parallel. Notice how the knee went downwards. Take a little tiny pulse with your heel. It's up, it's up. You've got 8 seconds left. I'm with you. Let's go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, yes, you did it. That is 1. Let's take the band away from your thighs if you were using it there and grab hold of your hand weights for me. Lay back on your spine and let's meet down there with your hands reaching up high to the sky. Feel your lower back push down into the ground so you have an imprinted spine. And let's bring your legs up into tabletop, knees over your hips and shins in line with your knees. I recommend bending your arms slightly depending on how heavy your weights are. Inhale, reach your right arm behind your head. Exhale, bring your right palm back up. Inhale, left hand behind your head. Exhale as you bring it back up. Good. So as you're doing your single arm reaches, try to keep your knees at a 90 degrees. So that's knees over hips and shins in line with your knees. Inhale, hug the front of the ribs down on the exhale. So we're really trying not to arch our back here. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's do 1 more plane. Now, as your right hand goes behind you, dip your left foot down. Inhale, exhale, recover. Left arm, right foot, inhale, and then exhale. Good. So I guess it's important to note here that every single step we go through, particularly with abs, not one step is more useful than the other, if that makes sense. So every single step has its value. This is step 1, and I'd say it's probably crucial before we go any higher on that ladder, right? So we need to nail this flat back before we start to advance. If it feels like I'm pushing you too far, you come back to this first variation. We've got 1 more either side. Let's do our final round. Now, as you recover back where you began, close your hand weights together so they are touching. Inhale, reach both of your hands behind your head. Exhale, recover, push your lower spine down into the floor. Inhale, start to dip both of your feet down 2 inches. Exhale as you recover. If it's too much with the hand weights, go ahead and get rid of the hand weights. Inhale, 2 feet dipping down into imaginary water. Exhale as you recover. Try to take away the momentum there, guys, so that you are squeezing through every single movement and you're really finding the quality in the way you're moving. You've got 3 more plane. Inhale and then exhale. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in and then breathing out. On this next round, let's curl yourself up into a crunch. Reach your hands in front of your body. Exhale, belly button to your spine. Inhale, lower your feet down, head down, arms reach back. Exhale, let's curl yourself up. Bring your legs into tabletop. Inhale, feet down a couple of inches, arms back. Exhale as you squeeze and lift. We're gonna do 4 more times together. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's do 3. Exhale as you lift. Let's do 2 more times. Exhale, come on up. You've got 1 more time to go. Inhale. Now lift yourself up and hold that position. It is a little reach for 8, curling up 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and have a little breather in 1. Bring your knees to chest, maybe little rock side to side. Go ahead, rock and roll yourself all the way up, and let's meet on your hands and on your knees. You are doing so well, guys. Let's keep it moving and stay with me. Mind and body. So let's take your hands underneath your shoulders there, knees underneath your hips. Find your little pelvic tuck, and let's drive the left heel up with your flexed foot position. So just notice that real nice scooping sensation as you hug tailbone under, belly button up to your spine, and then just stamp your left heel up and hold. Little stamp and hold. If you do want to challenge yourself even more, then eventually your right hand will come onto your lower back. Maybe you just try it out for a moment. You can always pop your hand back down. Little tiny stamp and hold. So every single exercise I've thrown at you in today's session has been a full body exercise. In other words, although we know we're feeling our left butt cheek or a hamstring, I hope you're feeling both, we are also aware of your abs, your arms, your shoulders. We're not collapsing your head between your arms. You're pushing away from the floor. Now let's start to pick up the pace a little bit. Just stampy stamp. Good. Little lift, little lift. Keeping that heel nice and connected to the back of your thigh. Maybe you are smiling through it just like we did before. Little teeny tiny stamps. Let's keep it static. Let's keep it staccato. Uphold, uphold. That's it. In 4 seconds, we're gonna have that change. Ready? 4, 3, 2, point your toes. Inhale, glide your left knee down. Now on the exhale, flex your foot, scoop the heel up tight to the back of your glutes. Inhale, point the toes lower down. Exhale, hug your abs up on the recovery. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Tightening belly button up to your spine. Ooh. Really strong arms, shoulders, abs, glutes, hamstring. You've got 3 more rounds. Here we go. Stabilize your lower back. This time, drive the heel up high to the sky. Hug your tailbone underneath you. Just stamp, stamp, just lift, just lift. If you did so before, reach your right hand in front of you now. Let's stamp 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release in 1. If you're using your band today, let's go ahead and take it around your thighs. I'll meet you on your right forearm and your right hip with your knees on the diagonal plane and your feet in line with your bottom. Bring the right elbow under the shoulder, left hand on the left hip, roll the left hip forward, point the toes, and elevate the feet off the floor. Now, you are in control. Let's start to open the left thigh out and then drive it back down again. Exhale, and inhale. Beautiful, lift out of your right shoulder. Let's try to create space in that underneath side of your waist so you're not slouching in your upper spine. Feel the difference. And once more, just take a moment to feel the belly button hugging through the front of the tummy. Good. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. 1 open, 1 close. 1 out, 1 in. You've got it. Now push the left hip forward for me. So it's less of this. Do you see the difference? Keep the left hip forward. Yes, let's go 4 more. Strong booty. Let's do 2. Now open your thigh out, hug your abs in, and take a little wrap with your thigh. Wrap, wrap, wrap. In fact, let's do what we did last time and wrap and hold it. Ooh, wrap and hold it. You might not like me now, you like me later. Wrap and freeze. Wrap and freeze. Now pick up the pace, wrap and wrap. We go 4, we go 3, we go 2. In 1, just drop your knee and lift. Go back to your full range, your clams. That's 4. You've got 3. Final changes are coming in 2. Now open the knee out, push into the band if you have it. Drop your bottom foot to the ground. Extend the left leg on the diagonal plane, pointed foot, exhale. And now curl your foot back towards the bottom. Exhale, extend the leg on the diagonal. Inhale as you curl it back in. You've got 4 to the hold. Ooh. Let's go 3 to the hold. Let's do 2 more, hip forward. Now this time, extend the leg on the diagonal plane, flex your foot, turn your knee into a parallel, and just pulse your long leg for 8, 7, lift away from the ground, in 5, 4, 3, 2, that is 1. Take the band away if you were using it, and join me on your spine, no props needed, for the final push of your session for today. So with your imprinted back, march your legs up to tabletop position. I'm gonna take you through a mid-back cow. Wrap your fingertips behind the back of your thighs, hold on to your legs. Exhale, curl your chest off the floor, open your elbows outwards and drive your shoulders down your back. Now let's think about connecting your head to your knees, keeping your knees over your hips. Hug your tummy down and in and take a little curl through the upper back. Exhale, curl your upper spine. Imagine you're trying to stretch the vertebrae by curling yourself up. Keep your lower back grounded. And about 20% of this is happening in your biceps as you pull yourself up into this little ball position. Exhale, curl and hold. Exhale, curl and hold. Now, how does it feel to take both of your hands behind the back of your right thigh and extend your left leg? Little curl and hold. Little lift and hold. Hug your lower abs in. Push your lumbar spine into the floor. You've got 4. Exhale, curl in 3. Exhale, curl in 2. Now in 1, change your legs, hold on to the back of your left thigh, extend the right leg, and take a little curl, head to the knee. Exhale, little lift and hold. Think about stretching yourself up with the upper back, hugging your lower abs in. You've got 3. Exhale in 2. Now hold that lift and start to alternate. Single leg stretch, switch and switch. Transition now, bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers and create that support for your neck. Curl your chest off the floor, push your lower spine into the ground, switch and switch. Feel the weight through the lower back, the heaviness in your pelvis, and now start to rotate towards your bent knee. Exhale and exhale. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Rock your knees right to left and left to right. Guys, rock and roll yourself all the way up. You did it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait to see you next time where we start to break these positions down a little more and we check out some more of the bar repertoire. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you'd like to take part in the full 14 days, then the whole thing will be going live on the 31st of May. Make sure you download the MadFit app and I will see you then.